This is 2 o'clock in the night, and today I want to share information with you that I no longer have my job. I just lost my job today, and I want to tell you an interesting story behind losing my job. This is a really interesting reason behind it losing a job, and I want to just tell that to you guys on my channel. I usually don't make this kind of a content on my channel. My most of the videos are the technical tutorials, but I think the story that I have to tell you, the reason why I lost my job, it actually has many lessons behind it that would be beneficial for someone like you who is watching this and will not do a mistakes, or will be well prepared for facing a situation what I am in now, so that you may get some guidance out of it. I don't know what input you want to take out of this video. You can take whatever you want. You will put it in your perspective. My perspective is different. Maybe you'll have your perspective, and I respect that, agree that. And disclaimer, this video is not to gain a sympathy from you guys. I'm not asking to refer me for something or refer me on the LinkedIn. I'm not asking for that. I probably don't need from you guys. I'm not expecting that. It's definitely not about that. It's just to tell you my story, what was the reason, how it happened, and what lessons you can learn from. So today I had this news from my employer, and they directly called me over a video call and informed me that due to some XYZ reason, I cannot share that reason in this video. Of course, I don't want to disclose that information because I respect the privacy, but due to some XYZ reason, company doesn't have a budget, and that's why we have to terminate your contract. And in my case, I was on the sick leave. I was a sick, so that's why I was not working. And funny thing is, like, I took a sick leave, and now I never have to go back to a work. So taking a sick leave and then realizing that okay, you don't have to go back to a work again, it is a bit odd and funny in my view. So I got this news that I have been terminated, and I no longer need to work, and I have certain XYZ time till a company will continue to remunerate the benefits, the compensation that I get. Till then, I have a time to look for another job. It is everything, and after that, I'll be completely on my own. So this is something shocking, first of all, like someone who is working abroad, living their home country, you're living in a foreign country, your salary is the only source of your financial means. So it is actually shocking. It is not easy. It is not easy to digest also when it happens. But nowadays, I think it is pretty common in the IT market. What I have seen from my experiences on the LinkedIn, or I have witnessed a lot of stories like me. It's not just like my story is a very special. I have seen a very horrible and a very interesting and a funny situations in many people's case. So it is very common thing nowadays, especially in the software industry, to lose a job and get a termination in a very short notice of time. But the important thing that I want to share with you guys, which I'm trying to structure it in a way that it is a lesson that one need to learn who is working in software engineering, which is you must have your backup plan. Relying completely on your salary is a mistake, and your means of source is only your salary. Then you are in a deep trouble actually in such a situation. So I would say always have a plan B or some side income that you can rely on in such a circumstances whenever you are going to face it. And another lesson that I want to share is about you should be always learning or doing something apart from your work. You never know like what is the demand of the skill in the market. You're probably in a one tech stack, you're doing that really outstandingly well, but what if like a company doesn't want that tech stack, company doesn't want that tech stack. It means that company doesn't want you to keep and watch on the market and try to figure out like what is the demanding frameworks which has a good attraction from the recruiters, from the software companies, and then you have to invest some time learning that. So I guess the second lesson is not just about like getting a financial benefit, because like the first point I was saying that you need to have some side income. It is really easy to say, but how to generate that, it's again a different story. There are so many things involved, and you'll find the influences from the many YouTubers, but The second part has a more emphasis on not getting an immediate financial benefits, but investing effort, energy, and time in upskilling you, bringing your standard up to the market expectation, making yourself a very demanding resource. And for that, you have to invest your time, energy, learning, and doing something which will not pay you immediately, That's a harsh fact of it, but you have to invest the time and energy doing a boring stuff maybe, but doing that you will secure your future. For example, in my case, I was always into web development. I explored a lot of web framework that are still, like, some are obsolete or some are very less demanded, like the Drupal. I used to do few things in the PHP and the Drupal. I used to develop few things in the SharePoint. They have a very scarcity, I would say, scarcity of application in the market. Not all the company uses it, but the project I was working for had a specific need for it, and that's where I was a critical resource for them. Some frameworks that solves a very specific problem that you basically can target, and mostly it's like a, if you look at a business model of any company, they try to solve a one problem. And if you look at the technologies that we have or the framework that we have, some framework suits a really perfect into some nature of application. Again, I know, like, this nowadays it happens with everyone, like losing a job away from your home, and where you have so many things to support your rent, your groceries, food, and all that. So many things are there. When it happens, it disturbs your mental stability. It is definitely resolvable in a easy way. So yeah, it's a part of life. At the end of the day, it's a part of life. With that, thank you for watching this video, and this was just a casual talk video. If you like this content by any way, then subscribing to my channel is a really great way to show support. Thank you for watching.